To anyone who might be watching, this is Andrew.
And this is
and,
Paul.
And you're watching Entertainment Universe.
Yeah.
It is Christmas time, my friends.
It's literally the 5th of December.
It is, yes, which means it probably won't be till like the 6th of January until I put this out.
Gee golly.
I'm kidding. I will try and be more prompt.
We're trying, guys. We're trying.
We're trying.
We just got done with school. We can
Yeah.
now confirm that we are done with the semester. What a semester.
At the time of filming this, just yesterday, not even 24 hours ago, I finished my final project and submitted it.
Yeah, there's no. I've been done since Monday, so I have no excuse. I should have put out a video by now.
I mean, you've been chilling,
Yeah.
Taking time off.
We gonna be back at it though.
Trying. Working on that Transformers video that I've been working on for the last 5 months. Working on, by that I mean it's been sitting in DaVinci Resolve, kind of edited for 5 months. Actually, it's mostly edited, but I just have to add some clips from Transformers, like the show, and then have to cut a few things out. But yeah. So today we are talking about The Mandalorian chapters 13 and 14, right? 13,
chapter
14?
5 and 6, episode 13 and 14.
Yeah. So.
Or maybe it's chapter. Oh, I don't know.
I think
maybe it's episode 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Chapter 13 and 14. Hey.
There we go. So. Yeah. Chapter 13 was the Jedi, where Mando goes to that planet Corum. What is it called? Corvus? No.
Something like that. Yeah. Corbin.
Is it Corvus?
Corvus. Actually, maybe Corvus. I don't know. I'm bad with planets.
I feel like I'm getting it mixed up with something. I don't know. It's something like that. And he goes to find Ahsoka because Bo-Katan told him she would be there. And then he ends up finding this town of people, and the magistrate is basically like, there's this like dictator magistrate lady who's like, go kill the Jedi, and in return I'll give you this Beskar spear. So he goes and he's like, haha, I'm not gonna kill her. And he goes to the woods, finds her, and then he's like, whoa, Bo-Katan sent me. So then she's like, all right, cool, I can trust you. So then they're chilling, and then trying to train the child, and she says that his name is Grogu. So
Grogu! I like that name.
I do too. I like it. It's simple, but it's like, it's not so close to Yoda that I'm like, ugh. So he's got a name now. Apparently he was in the Jedi Temple during the Clone Wars. So I guess Anakin was just like, nah, bro, you cool. Like, I'm not going to chop you down. You're all right.
You all right. Daps him up. Leaves.
So then he's just been hiding.
Just don't tell anybody.
He's like, all right, I got you. So a bunch of Jedi were training him over the years, and then somehow, I guess an unnamed Jedi took him out of the temple and brought him somewhere. I don't know what happened to that Jedi. I don't know who that Jedi was. Some people have theorized that it's Mace Windu, but I don't know. And so that happens. People have all kinds of random theories, but
that's kind of dumb, actually.
I know, it really is, but that's just a theory I heard thrown around. So, and then he's just been kind of hiding his powers ever since, so he didn't get caught. So then Ahsoka and Mando team up to go to the city, and there's a action scene, the big action scene. Ahsoka fights the magistrate. Ahsoka looks great. We have Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. She looks so good. It was so cool. We saw her white lightsabers, which don't mean quite as much to me because I haven't watched Rebels, but I've seen enough clips. And then even just in live action, the white sabers looked so cool. And then Mando fights this other guy and all his soldiers, and just a bunch of stuff happens. And then Ahsoka is like fighting the magistrate lady, and she's like, where's your master? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? So Thrawn somehow is going to either play into this, or we're leading into a new series, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then does she kill her? I don't remember what happened.
I assume she does, but it was off screen if she did.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, what happened? But somehow they defeat all those people. The guy that Mando faces off with, he has like an old west shootout, and he goes and gets him. So then he gets the spear from the magistrate, the Beskar spear. Basically, we're like, hey, that means he's probably going to fight Moff Gideon with the dark saber. So because it can block lightsabers, which I thought was really cool when he goes and blocks her lightsabers. I thought that
Yeah,
was
that was
sweet.
pretty cool.
And then Ahsoka's like, no, I can't train Grogu because I've seen, because he's too attached to you, and I can see and I've seen what, attachments and separation and stuff can do to even the strongest of Jedi.
Anakin.
Anakin.
Sorry, guys. I think I got COVID.
Got a little bit of the chosen one. So now she was like, take him to Tython, and then there's a Jedi relic or temple, the remains of a Jedi temple there, and he'll call out with the Force and basically choose his own path from there.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to Tython. This is when it becomes chapter 14, the tragedy. And it was the best episode in my opinion, but it was also tragic because he gets there, takes a little bit, and then the child calls out with the stone. It goes like, blah, this like thing shoots up, and it's like a force field, literally a force field. Ha ha ha.
But then
we see the slave one. It's our boy Boba Fett. This whole time I'm like, okay, when are we gonna see Boba again? First episode, the very end, we see him all bald and no hair.
Hey, I would like to say something about Boba Fett. Yeah. We actually technically saw him in season 1.
True,
because
that's true.
The recap.
Yeah.
With the lady that died.
His feet.
We saw it. Yeah, he sent foot pics.
Fennec Shand was like, send feet pics. He's like, aight.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out. We basically saw him already.
No, I forgot about that actually. So he shows up and he's like, I've been tracking you, and he wants his armor back, and he's like, if you don't give it, she's gonna shoot. And then he looks up and Fennec Shand is alive and she's up there. She's gonna shoot at the child. And so Boba basically talks about like he wants his armor back and all this stuff, but Mando's like, no, I can't give it to you because if you're not a Mandalorian, then the armor doesn't belong to you or whatever. So then Imperials show up. They have a sweet duel with them. Boba gets his armor from the Razor Crest, and when all hope seems lost, we get oh my gosh, Boba takes out a bunch of stormtroopers in his armor. At first he's battling them without his armor, but then when he's in his armor, oh my gosh, that was one of the best scenes of the whole show.
Yes.
I could not get over it. The whole day I was like, oh.
It was so cool.
It was so cool. But then, so he takes out the transports as they're leaving. But then Moff Gideon's ship shows up. He freaking destroys the Razor Crest, bro.
Yeah, that thing just it was kind of so sudden. It was just pow.
Yeah, like we were
what?
All that was left was the little ball and the Beskar spear. So
yeah.
And then the Dark Troopers are deployed. Those things were sweet. They were like deployed and they.
Yeah, I wish they did more though than just.
Well, we'll probably see more of them, but for this they took Grogu.
I'm getting closer.
So Grogu is now a prisoner of the Empire. But
that man took out some stormtroopers, bro.
He did. He was going. But then Mando has Boba and Fennec on his side because they're like, we had a deal. So they're going to help him find the child. And then Mando goes to find Cara Dune. And then also to get Miggs Mayfield out of prison, which I kind of forgot he was a character. But so that's where we are. That was a really long recap, but that's where we're at.
Oh yeah, Cara Dune's also confirmed a New Republic Marshal.
That's right. Yeah,
she's a good person now.
She's gone legit.
Yup.
So yeah,
It's looking spicy over here in Mandalorian world.
he's building a crew. He's building his own Avengers. He's got Boba. He's got Fennec Shand. He's got Cara Dune. Do you think Grief Karga is going to join them?
I hope so.
I
I hope
bet.
so.
Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he would. If he's on Navarro already, unless he just doesn't want to take both of them away.
I think we're gonna see Bo-Katan again too. I think she's gonna finally catch up and be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, that's mine.
that's what
Give me
that's
my
what I was
dark
thinking
saber."
of. Because I was kind of wondering how she'd play into this, because I was like, he's going to have to assemble a big crew, and how would he know where to find her? But I bet she'll probably find them, because she's like, hey, I want that dark saber.
Yeah. I also think we'll see Ahsoka again. I hope so, at least. But
I don't know if we will.
really? Oh, never mind.
Well, I mean, that's just my thought. I'm not saying, oh, we won't. I'm just saying, I don't know. Well,
Unless if
no,
she was the
actually,
one that Baby Yoda called out to, or Grogu. I gotta start saying that now.
I know it's so hard. It's force of habit.
Yeah.
Force of habit.
Unless if
Aha!
the Force. But unless if like she was the one Grogu called out to, people were saying that it was Mace Windu that he called out to, and I would be like,
I've heard lots of different theories. I've heard Luke Skywalker. I've heard Ezra. I've heard Cal Kestis.
Ezra would be cool actually.
Ezra, yeah.
Or Cal. Yeah.
I would love to see Cal, just because what I've seen of Rebels, I don't like Ezra, but Cal is a cool character.
Ezra is a little doo-doo head, TBH.
Okay, I haven't seen the whole series. I haven't seen really any of the series, but from what I've seen, he seems like the most like stereotypical like brash teenage boy or like teenage kid character.
Doo-doo head.
Yeah, exactly. In summation.
Shut up, kid.
Doo-doo head.
Bam.
Wait, what is that again? Is that from?
I said, "Shut up, kid."
So I hope it's not Ezra. But I guess, yeah, now that I think about it,
it would be older probably and more mature, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers are crossed.
I do know how Rebels ends, so I feel like, I don't know. Do you
Thrawn
know how
die in Rebels?
Huh?
Die in
Who?
Rebels? Thrawn. Air quotes. Obviously he didn't, because he's alive in Mandalorian world. But
it's
like
weird. I mean, do you have you seen like the last episode? Because I've seen the clips of the last episode, because I didn't think I would ever watch it.
All I've seen is like the very ending where it's like Ahsoka holding the Gandalf spear, and they're like going away to find Ezra.
Yeah, the ending is sort of strange. He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't die, from what I know. Thrawn doesn't die.
Okay. That's good.
I just think they don't know where he is. I don't know. So
MIA.
Yeah. So I feel like what I'm not sure of is if that means, when Ahsoka said that, what I'm not sure is if that's going to mean that we're going to see that play out in Rebels, in Mandalorian, or if it's setting up a sequel series for Star Wars Rebels. Because I've heard rumors of a sequel series for Star Wars Rebels that picks up where they're looking for Ezra. But I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see that play out in Mando. I hope not, just because I feel like Thrawn I feel like that's too big of an enemy to bring into the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Moff Gideon is fine, because he's a pretty big Imperial character, but like, for one, he's a new character, and I don't know, it feels like he's just sort of commanding parts of the Empire, whereas Thrawn feels like he's a huge character, at least in
he is the Empire.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So I feel like he's almost like a sort of his own Emperor Palpatine. I mean, obviously he's not, but you know what I mean? So I feel like bringing Thrawn into this show would be too big. But that's just my opinion. Same reason I don't want Luke Skywalker in this show, because I don't want to see them cross over. I mean, it would make sense with the plot. I think he calls out to Luke, or he calls out to a Jedi, and Luke responds, and that's kind of the start.
Sebastian Stan just comes in.
Like, honestly, if they did Luke, that they would have to get like Sebastian Stan, because they can't de-age Mark Hamill that much.
No,
like
they really can't.
So, but with the Ahsoka thing, now that I think about it, if she's still on that planet, he's thinking about all the people to recruit for his crew. I mean, it would make sense for him to go find Ahsoka. So we could see her again, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so. I feel like Mace is dead.
Mace. I know people keep throwing around is Mace Windu dead? I hope he is. Not because I liked Mace Windu. I think he's a sweet character.
Jeez, what a jerk. Okay.
But like, he got thrown out of a window, dog. Like,
and his arm was cut off, and he was electrified.
Yeah, I just feel like for him to be alive, you'd have to explain some stuff. Boba Fett being alive,
that's okay.
Makes sense. He's a trained bounty hunter. For him to get out of a Sarlacc pit isn't that much of a stretch. But to explain a guy, even a really powerful Jedi like Mace Windu, being thrown out of a high-story building, being electrocuted, how is he going to live that? I don't know. That's just my thought. But so I'm curious to see what they're going to do, how much Jedi stuff they're going to bring into this. I bet we'll see it at the end. Like, I bet if whatever Jedi he calls out to, whether it's a new character or someone we're already familiar with, I bet we won't see it until like the end, like hinting at, we're going to get some of this in season 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my thought.
That'd be a cool, like, season 3 thing. Like, find this Jedi now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just really curious to see how this is going to end. What I thought, the interesting thing is, I thought it was going to end, I thought the main goal of the rest of the season was him getting to Tython. What I didn't realize is that in the first 2 minutes of this next episode, he was going to be
like, were there.
There it is. Here's the rock, and he just puts him on the rock.
That was easy.
That was easy. Man. But Rosario Dawson, this is back to chapter 13, but Rosario Dawson did a really good job as Ahsoka. So
you were doubting too, doubter.
Me?
I think so. Weren't you doubting?
I did. Yeah, no, I did.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know. I think I was more than just Rosario Dawson. I think I was just in general sort of skeptical about seeing Ahsoka in live action.
Just that's what it was.
It's a character that, for the last couple of years, we've seen her in animation. So I felt like, so I don't know. I was a little bit, especially with the voice, but I think Rosario Dawson really nailed it.
Yeah. I believed Ahsoka was old at that point.
Yeah.
She sounded old to me.
Yeah. Like, you aged. But yeah.
Senior citizen discount. Okay. That's mean. I'm sorry.
That's why she has white lightsabers. Instead of getting white hair. Never mind. That was a bad joke.
No, I get it. I get what you're saying.
So that I think was really cool to see her and stuff. And to get that background on the child. Grogu, and that he was in chorus.
I really like how also we forgot to mention Jango Fett's a foundling, but this goes into what I'm about to say.
Oh yeah.
How they're talking about they're making the prequel, they're referencing the prequels, they're referencing the OG trilogy. They're just making it all tie in with the sequels as well.
But it doesn't feel like they're trying too hard.
Exactly. And it's so nice.
It's so, oh man. To hear him say, my father Jango Fett, I was like, and then when he said, I'm just a, what did he say? I'm just a simple man
trying to make. I was like, do you remember that? I think it's a Family Guy meme. He was like, he said it. He said the word.
Oh man, as he started to say it, I was like, oh, and then he did.
He said it.
That was my senior quote. Like that resonates with me because
this man over here decided to put that as a senior quote in high school.
In our senior yearbook, if you still have your yearbook.
I do.
And it says, I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. Jango Fett. I credited Jango Fett.
You did. That's a goat move. That is a goat move.
I was trying to think of something like really funny, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with that one.
Yeah.
Glad I did.
I'm glad you did.
Came back.
I can't remember what I did.
Did you have a senior quote?
A senior quote? I think I just put a Bible verse, honestly.
Okay. I mean, that's cool too.
Yeah, it is. I was like, let me just put a Bible verse. I'm not that creative.
I probably should have put a Bible verse instead of Star Wars. But you know how it
I liked yours. It was pretty good. It was pretty
Thanks.
Nice.
But man, to see Tamira Morrison, Boba Fett.
And we're gonna see him again. I think they're gonna stay homies after this season.
I hope so. My fear
That
is
would
that
be
they're gonna
fun.
kill him off. What do you think? Because
I feel like that could happen too, honestly. But
my brother and I were
I
talking
hope they
about that.
don't.
Like, are they gonna kill off Boba Fett?
I
Like,
mean, if they do, it'll be better than him getting eaten by a Sarlacc, whatever it is.
yeah, like I think narratively it would make sense. And even though it would be hard to see him die, I think it would be okay because he's gotten some, for him to do all this stuff and then die, you know, doing at the job, doing, fighting and doing all this stuff, and then he dies like that.
Yeah.
That'd be better than him barely being in either movie that he was in and then dying by, an accidental hit in the jetpack going blah into the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
So,
One way or another, Dave Filoni has used Boba Fett so much better than George Lucas. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, or if we're all in agreement, but like,
I think most people are in agreement with that.
yeah.
I don't know about the Clone. I don't know when he's in the Clone Wars. I don't know how people feel about that.
I think it was nice. His backstory, like coming up as a bounty hunter, like his come up story, working with Oh, by the way, spoilers for in case if y'all haven't seen Clone Wars, but he worked with Ventress back when Ventress was in her bounty hunter phase. And
he worked with Aura Singh, right?
Yes, he worked with Aura Singh back when he had long hair still.
He had those blonde locks and when he actually had hair.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it makes sense why he doesn't have hair. He was all on a Sarlacc, and I just, for some reason, keep coming back to the fact that he's bald.
Yeah. Well, he had a buzz back when he was arrested in Clone Wars. So.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. But yeah, he worked with Bosk. He worked with Dengar. He worked with a lot of folk. Killed. I don't know if this is technically canon, but he killed Cad Bane, kind of, sort of.
In that, it wasn't. He was wearing his armor in that deleted scene, right? And then he gets shot in the dent.
That's how the dent in the helmet happened.
Yeah.
It was Cad Bane. And I love that too. It's another example of them just tying everything in because it's like you see him in the originals. I was like, oh, he's been through some stuff. I see that dent on his helmet. And it's like, I wonder how he got that. Cad Bane, Clone Wars, Dave Filoni.
Through some stuff.
Dave Filoni is Star Wars. We need more Dave Filoni.
He really is, dude. That was interesting though. My assumption or my thought, and I don't know where I got this, but my thought was always that Jango Fett was that he was just a random guy who stole Mandalorian armor. But
I did too. But he's a foundling.
But apparently he's a foundling, and he was like he even fought in the Mandalorian Civil War. What
That's pretty dope, actually.
I heard somebody say something about that there was a quote where somebody was like, I don't know where he got the armor. Was that from a book or is that actually from the movie? Or from a movie?
I don't know.
Okay. I feel like that's from a book or a video game or something because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think he was ever really given much of a backstory.
No, not really.
In the movies. So I don't know. I like that he's a foundling. I don't have a problem with that. I think I feel like it's a change, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really think that was ever established in canon anyway. So
I think it makes. I wonder if he had to get like George Lucas's approval to be like, "Hey, can I call Jango Fett a foundling over here?"
I think George Lucas has helped them. I mean, he hasn't been writing it, but like
assistance.
The guy, so Bo-Katan and her two other people, the dude. Apparently George Lucas named him. It's like Axe Woves or something like that.
Really?
Supposedly George Lucas named that character. So
well, there you go.
Sounds like he's had a little bit of involvement. Obviously he's taken a step back, but it sounds like Filoni and Favreau at least are acknowledging that, acknowledging George Lucas's insight. So
yeah, I like that too.
Yeah. I also just like that we got to see Fennec Shand again. I thought she was really cool, and for her to die in that episode, well, I mean, we all knew she wasn't dead because we saw somebody come to rescue her. So
yeah.
And then a lot of people were theorizing that it was Boba Fett even back then, and they were right.
They were. They're probably losing their minds right now. They were like,
oh my gosh,
called it.
I wasn't expecting to see the Slave One though. I guess for some reason I was under the impression that he had lost it.
Yeah.
So to see the Slave One, I was like,
we just swooped on in there.
You just heard this noise, like, or whatever, and then it made the same noise that it made in the prequels when Jango was.
I wonder if he still has those like seismic charges he can use for like the ones
go,
that.
Bow. Yeah. Oh man.
He uses those.
I hope he has. Oh. To see those in action again, I would.
That would be
lose
so
it.
satisfying.
I would lose it. Oh my gosh.
Uh,
How are they going to make 2 more episodes? Is my question.
I don't know. I think next episode's gonna be like half recruiting, half like the start of the mission.
Because they're
And
probably
then,
going to try and get Mayfield out of the prison, right?
oh yeah, that too. And then I feel like the last episode is just gonna have like just be the thing, the final thing.
Because like, yeah, I guess that's kind of what last season was.
Yeah.
My only complaint was I was like, I didn't really care about Mayfield when we first saw him. Why are we bringing him back?
Yeah, neither did I really.
Like
but
Bill Burr was in Star Wars, okay, but like, why do
he's
we need him
back.
again?
Hey, I mean, I'm sure they have a good reason for bringing him back. I know we keep saying that in these videos,
Yeah.
but like it's panning out to be that way. So
Yeah, I mean, they haven't let it. Filoni and Favreau haven't let us down so far. So
yeah, they haven't missed.
yeah. My only fear, and I think I addressed this earlier, but the only reason that I'm skeptical of the Mandalorian going forward is because I feel like they're going to start to go crazy with the cameos and the tying it way too much into the main trilogy. And I just personally would love to see something that really doesn't affect the main canon. It just kind of stays its own thing, with the exception of, I think seeing characters like Bo-Katan makes sense. So like if it makes sense narratively, like he's going to find a Jedi,
Yeah.
It makes sense. Ahsoka Tano is around. See Bo-Katan, she's
Like
a fellow
there's a
Mandalorian.
reason for these people.
Huh?
There's a reason for all these people being here.
Yeah.
Just dropping in.
Boba Fett, I think to see him, as a fellow Mandalorian, I think to see Boba Fett this is the best place to put him back, to bring him back.
Yes. Yes.
Like, he just works so well in this show, and I kind of hope we don't see a Boba Fett series, because I feel like it would basically just end up being the Mandalorian,
And to think, like, people wanted to see, like, how they did Solo, a Star Wars story, and Rogue One? To think,
Yeah.
people wanted a Boba Fett Star Wars story. I'm kind of glad that didn't happen now.
I am too. At first I was like, dang, I would have loved to see that, because I think it almost did. But after Solo didn't do too well, they kind of scrapped a lot of their, like, anthology films. Or not anthology, but, anthology.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we saw him here.
Yeah. They're turning him into TV shows. Kenobi.
Yeah.
Mandalorian with Boba Fett and friends.
Apparently Cassian Andor started filming, I think, the series.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Still not sure what.
Just kidding. I care.
What did you say? I mean, I don't really care. So.
No, I care. Who's behind it again? I know we talked about this.
I actually really don't remember.
Well, I'm sure whoever it is, they'll make me care.
I wish it was Favreau, but.
Yeah. Me too. And they got the Bad Batch one coming.
Yeah.
That'll be like right after Clone Wars, so I'm sure that'll be fun.
That'll be interesting.
They got so much to do. Like, they better not even think about making a movie. They got to just focus on all these things, and then maybe we can do like a trilogy. But
High Republic is starting next month, right? They're starting with all their comics and books and stuff. And I saw a rumor on Twitter yesterday that there's going to be an animated series that's in the works about the High Republic.
Well, that'd be cool.
Which I honestly, this is totally off topic, but I'm actually kind of excited about the High Republic, because I think it's really cool that it's like 400 years before Phantom Menace. So we're going to see this timeline that we've never dealt with, these characters that don't really have the opportunity to like directly impact the canon that we already know. It's this new canon, and I feel like this is where they're going to shine, I think. Yoda's going to be in it. Young Yoda, he's like,
brown hair I have.
Younger I am. I don't know why I did it like that. I guess that's just like young Yoda in my.
He's gonna sound like so much like Leonardo DiCaprio comes in and voice acts Yoda.
Yes, please.
Younger I am.
I thought when I saw the Jedi, I was like, okay, that's a great episode. And then when I saw the Tragedy, I was like, that one was even better.
I feel like every time we keep watching, it's like, oh, this is my favorite.
This is my favorite.
No, this one's
like,
my favorite.
Nah, this one. Except for the what was it called? The only one that was definitely not my favorite was the frog lady one.
Oh yeah, the second one.
What was that one called?
I can't remember,
The
but
Passenger. That's what it was.
oh yeah,
The Passenger.
but
Like
it's
it was
important
all
though.
right.
I like the frog lady.
Yeah,
Frog
no,
lady was good.
it was an all right episode. It's just when you think about that against an episode where we saw Boba Fett being an absolute legend, I was like,
True. Yeah.
there's no.
And the Crate Dragon in the first one, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Dragon
that was a good episode.
with the fake Boba Fett.
Exactly. The like 2 sizes too big Boba Fett armor. It's like shaking around on him.
Is that like tight on you or anything? No.
Oh, gosh. Not at all.
In reality, it's just squeezing him. And then the helmet's just like.
Oh gosh, man. Those are some good episodes. It was a tragedy though. Razor Crest gone.
Grogu's gone.
Grogu gone.
He's
Poor little guy was in shackles, bro.
Yeah, they had to put.
They put little shackles on him. I was like, what?
What's
I mean,
he
I
gonna
guess-
do?
I mean,
Horse choking stormtroopers?
he could still do that with shackles, couldn't he?
Maybe. I don't know.
So like,
That
what's
man was
the point of
tearing
him?
him
You
up,
know? Bro, he was just. I don't know why I had to do the sounds, but
Yeah,
he was doing that.
killing him. Killing it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, I think that's really all I have to say about it. Do
Yeah,
you
me
have
too.
any more?
I got everything off my chest. All right, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you liked the Mandalorian, chapters 13, 14, leave a like. If you like Star Wars, leave a like, and just leave a like. We like liking stuff. Share this.
Please.
Yes, please. Share this with your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cat, your dog, your fish, Grogu. Share it with your baby Yoda. And comment down below what you think of the series so far, what you want to see us do, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. At the end of the video, I think in the description, it will show our Twitter and Instagram. You can go follow us on those. And yes, I think that's everything.
I think so.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys.